Thank you, Chair and members of the committee. I'm Yotoko Kino, Senior Executive Advisor at the Public Policy Forum and former Director General at Natural Resources Canada. It's an honor to be with you today. I think we can all agree that Canada is at a crossroads. We have the resources, talent, and global demand, but we're not building energy, infrastructure, and critical minerals projects fast enough. The Build Big Things report is the Public Policy Forum's call to action, a roadmap to unlock billions in investment, attract global capital, and fast-track nation-building projects. We launched it in response to a sharp drop in investment and the urgent need for a bold, coordinated strategy to move projects forward. What we call the playbook outlines 10 essential plays that, taken together, will ensure that key projects will rapidly advance. The playbook's premise is that if we build big things, Canada can reduce its reliance on the U.S. market, become a trusted global supplier of energy and critical minerals, and meet our climate goals, and strengthen the infrastructure that connects our country and supports our sovereignty. Let me start with why building big things matters. Donald Trump provided Canada with a needed wake-up call. Canada must expand its market access and strengthen federal-provincial cooperation to stay competitive. Yet investments in major projects is falling, despite our massive potential. Navius Research modeled over $600 billion in proposed projects that are on the books right now that could add $1.1 trillion to GDP by 2035, a 4.5% increase. That's real growth driven by Canadian resources, Canadian workers, and Canadian leadership. I would add it's not just about growth. It's about making sure we have reliable, affordable energy that will drive all industrial activity, investment, and job creation in Canada and allow us to export to the world. It's about critical minerals supply chains, as well as addressing our climate goals. This is about being bold, strategic, and globally competitive. The good news is that momentum is building across governments to accelerate the identification and approval of nation-building projects. The Public Policy Forum convened federal and provincial governments, regulators, Indigenous groups, and industry in our broadest consultation ever. And we identified 4 levers which, if aligned effectively, will unlock investment and drive growth. They are coordinating financing to de-risk projects and attract private capital. There is a global competition right now for financing. Other countries are moving faster. We need to streamline regulations to make them clear, fast, and environmentally effective, providing enabling infrastructure such as transmission lines, roads, ports, and the workforce to support major builds, and of course Indigenous economic participation. This is critical, including real equity and capital access from day one. They're all practical steps, they are achievable, and they're very much aligned with the direction that Bill C-5 is going. This legislation is a vital first step, but implementation depends on strong partnerships across governments and with Indigenous peoples. That's where major projects have succeeded in the past. Our playbook offers a path forward, but the details matter. We recommend 10 essential plays. I will highlight 3 of these that would enhance the bill's implementation. First, we need strong, accountable governance, starting with the Prime Minister. These projects are vast and complex and necessitate a high degree of oversight to succeed. We suggest a Deputy Ministers Committee that meets regularly, backed by a Cabinet Committee, to drive coordination and delivery. When governments are disciplined, focused, aligned, and committed, we can succeed. We did it during COVID, we can do it again. Second, we need to sort out the alphabet soup of federal funding programs. Right now, project proponents and Indigenous peoples are bounced from the Canada Infrastructure Bank to the Clean Growth Fund, and so on and back again. There's about 10. This process needs coordination. We need a single front door to package the right mix of loans, guarantees, and incentives. Third, we need a strategic investment office, not just a regulatory office. It should be a whole-of-government team that aligns financing, regulatory approvals, broader infrastructure, and Indigenous participation under one roof, with the financial expertise to assess projects and deliver value for public dollars. In closing, how this bill is implemented will determine whether it delivers. It will take strong, sustained leadership across all levels of government and a culture shift within the public service, one that breaks down the silos, prioritizes collaboration, speed, and problem solving, and embraces opportunity over risk avoidance. Implementation isn't the fine print. It is the outcome. I invite you to read the Build Big Things report on the Public Policy Forum website. It was entered into evidence. Thank you for the opportunity to appear here today.